Hi everybody, welcome to another monthly reaction video. We are doing this for April 2025. I don't feel like it's been that long since we've done one, but I guess it's been a full month. You know, really, we're hitting right at the end here. We're welcoming back Vic and Dan. Hey guys.
Hey everybody, thanks for having us.
Exactly what he
Fresh off,
said.
fresh off Cruise to the Edge.
That was awesome.
We're all recovered. You know, that was still this month. That feels like it was a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great time. Great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nuts. Actually, speaking
been-
of that, real
yeah,
quick,
2 weeks, yeah.
we have been posting the live Wheel of Prog episodes that we did on the ship. If you guys haven't seen those, they were a blast. We did two, one on 90s prog metal with Caligula's Horse members Sam and Jim, and Ross and Charlie from Haken, and that was awesome. And Dan was on that one, and he destroyed it. It was great.
Crushed
and then the 70s classic prog one with Nick, Alberto, and Greg from Big Big Train, and Sam from Caligula's Horse joined us again on that one, and that one was a lot of fun. That we just posted that one, so if you haven't had a chance to see that one, check it out because it was hilarious. And also the Alex Lifeson interview, which was a real honor to get to do, and has been really well received. So that was really cool as well. So a bunch of stuff to check out, including some new songs. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let me switch screens here, and we are going to kick off with Avkrvst. It's pronounced Avkrvst, everybody, and if anybody doesn't know. Band out of Norway, a progressive metal band. You know, their first album we really liked a lot. It had a bit of an Opeth vibe, a little bit of Haken, early Haken kind of in there. Really cool, dark. They do really twisted, dark videos. Really, you know, just really cool stuff. The new album is called Waving at the Sky. And I'm sorry, I got it. Let me figure out the date here on it. I think it comes out June 13th. It's sort of a prequel to the story of the last one. And the first single on it features, well, I should preface this episode, actually. This is going to be the Ross Jennings reaction episode because he's pretty much on half the songs we're going to talk about.
He deserves it.
He's the Marco Miniman of vocals.
I was going to say Craig Blundell of vocals, but yeah, same concept.
Right, same concept. But you know, we love Ross. He's great, and he deserves it as well.
He's the best.
The first track is called "The Malevolent." It's a pretty cool, different kind of song for them. Shorter, punchier, up tempo. Ross co-wrote it as well. So let's go ahead and check that out for a little bit. I'm going to let this one play a little bit here.
So Opeth, like, it's awesome. Yes.
That's how I work out. I work out with a mask on my face.
Dude, this song, man, as Vic was saying, the beginning is straight out of like Still Life.
Yeah.
You know, 100% an Opeth riff, a groove, like the kind of drum fills, but in like today's production, which is really cool. And the vocals are nice. I really love Ross's voice and the way they mix both of them together as well. Yeah, this is a good song. I'm excited to see what else they do with this album. But yeah, the previous album was really good, so excited for this one.
I like these guys a lot. I think they have all the makings of a band that can have a career. They do everything. They have a cool sound. The vocals are good. The production's good. The aesthetic, the videos, it's got all that thing going to it. They just need a breakthrough. You know, something has to sort of just get over that hump for them. And once that audience finds them, I think they'll be good to go.
Maybe the connection with Ross is going to give him a little bit more of a boost.
Hope so. Yeah. You know what's amazing about Ross? That he's a chameleon with singing.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
he's
because
super
he sounds a
versatile,
certain way sends a certain way with Haken, and then you started to hear years ago he was like, okay, he's going to be doing like the Shattered Fortress. Well, can he sing that stuff? And then you heard him singing it, and it was like, oh, he's nailing the Dream Theater stuff. And then he does the Virgilio Morrison Jennings thing, and you're like, really that? And he sounds amazing doing that stuff. It doesn't matter the style, so yeah, it's really cool, really cool to be able to do that.
His voice has gotten stronger through the years, which is just really cool to watch. And nicest guy, just really enjoy the conversations that we have. And he's a fan, and he's just a great musician. So cool to see him.
We're gonna be doing a Wheel of Prog with him. I'm not gonna give anything away on that yet, but that's coming up real soon, so you can keep out for that. All right, moving on. Next song. Okay, Katatonia. Back with the new album. The album has a weird name. It's called Nightmares as Extensions of the Walking State. The first single is Lilac. The album comes out on June 6th. Anybody that's a fan of the band knows that they got rid of founding guitarist Anders Nystrom. I'm bad at pronouncing these names. They have new guitar players, Nico Elgstrand and Sebastian Svaland. I mean, just the most difficult names ever to say. Their last album, 2023, Sky Void of Stars, was one of my favorites from that year. It was great.
So good. Yeah,
very good.
It was really good. I mean, these guys are awesome. They sound, they sort of have this thing where they sound kind of the same every time around.
Yeah, kind of. They're like heavy and depressing. But when you get it and the melodies make sense to you, you're like, oh, okay. So
yeah,
the songs, they sound very huge, you know. I wasn't a fan of them. I've seen them live once, like maybe 10 years ago or something. And back then I really didn't get it. And I started revisiting some of those albums years later. And especially when Sky Void of Stars came out, I revisited them still, like again. And there's a lot of good stuff in their older material, and I haven't heard the song Lilac in particular, so I'm curious to what era of the band they're going for. You know, if they're doing more of the same.
Okay, yeah, we'll check it out. I think it still sounds a bit more recent. I'm skipping a little bit because it takes a long time for it to get into like the chorus and stuff like that. But let's see how it goes here for you.
Let's do it.
It takes a little while for this song to really get going where it's going, but it's really cool.
I kind of need more, I think, to you know.
All right,
But
let's give
like,
it a little bit more. Let's give it a little bit more.
okay,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's
no,
kind of heavy
I
for
get
them.
it now. I just needed those 25 seconds, and it's yeah, I get it now. No, but like, I like it, man. I really like. I don't know what like the hardcore fans are saying, what they think of the change, because of course, um, getting rid of the one of the founding members is really tough to whatever band you go. So there's gonna be a
Right.
shift there somehow. But I think the guitars sound great. Me as like a newbie, Katatonia fan, um, I think
I
it
mean,
sounds just right. You know.
it's all about the vocals and those melodies, and that still is there for me. So I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to the rest of the album. I have not heard it, so we'll see. But
Let's
so
see.
far, pretty cool. All right, next up, one of your favorites, album
Oh,
you reviewed for the channel, Lux Terminus. The album's called Cinder. It's out now. It came out a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. Vikram Shankar is the main guy, keyboard player, just amazing keyboard player, great songwriter. Plays with all different bands.
Pain of
The
Salvation.
return of Ross Jennings. Ross Jennings is vocals
Yes.
on this one.
Yippee.
Finally.
A lot. You want to try pronouncing the other guys' names on this one?
Jurgen
Uh,
Munkeby and
yeah,
John
that's easy.
Pyrus. Those are
Okay,
the
cool.
special guests. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, cool song. I mean, this has it's a very uplifting kind of catchy tune. I mean, we can just go ahead and jump right in on this one from the beginning.
The vision always felt so clear before it disappeared. I'll turn sparks to a fire, drops to a waterfall. But things don't seem to work that way. The sky turns away, it fades blue to gray, and all of the flames inside seem to escape. What happened to what I once knew? It feels like I'm losing you. Life feels like a dream, losing clarity. What's happening to me? Turn away from
Sorry, other singer. Okay. That's cool, man. I mean, the
cool.
the beginning part with the sax solo, that sounds like an '80s commercial. It just, I mean, right?
Yep.
In
It's
the
Yeah.
best way possible.
running on the beach or something.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
Vic, last time we were here, I think it was, or one of the times we were here, you
Ah.
listened to those guys for the first time.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan for a while. I wrote the review. I don't need to say anything because if people want to know what I think, they can just read it. But what do you think of the album?
So had such a we did a I think it was the one back in January that you had talked about Lux Terminus, and it was something that I hadn't heard before, and it was one of those where it was almost like what's the instrumentalist that the guys from Haken like not Vikram is the
Tigran
name.
Hamasyan.
Yes, and it was kind of in that style, but I went back and listened to their older stuff, and
The
I
Courage to Be. Yeah.
I have been absolutely hooked. I mean, they have great epics. It's amazing how they really satisfy that heaviness without any distortion guitars. They just are so aggressive. It's such a great balance, great production. They kind of have that Arc Echo fusiony side, but they also are just very aggressive. And I really love the sound of just a straight piano with drums and bass and just going heavy and fast. It's really cool. I am a fan. This album, I've been listening to it a lot. It has surprised me as to how much I like it. We are now in April, considering all the releases that we've had this year, including Steven Wilson and Dream Theater. For me, this album is right up there. I listen to it a lot, and I enjoy it like crazy. So I'm so happy that something like this introduced me to it, because it's really, really cool. I just enjoy it a lot.
I gotta say, for a band like this is a really cool looking video. The way they've figured out how to use the colors and it makes them look like they're all together. And then the green screen effect, it's sort of a cool different way they did it all. It's cool. I think they did a nice job with this thing. Yeah. Okay. So that album is out now. Please check it out. It's great stuff. I think it took them like 6 years to make this record or something. Moving on.
So good.
Boo, I want more Ross.
Ross, he's coming back. He's coming back.
He's coming back. Okay.
We're not done with
Ray Alder, man. It's Ray Alder.
A to Z is Ray Alder and Mark Zonder. That's where the A to Z is from. It's Mark Zonder's sort of brainchild, the drummer that you see pictured there, former Fates Warning drummer. Everybody loves him. It's amazing. This is the second album from A to Z, featuring sort of a new lineup, other than him and Zonder are still back. But you have Nick Van Dyke from Redemption, who's doing guitar and co-wrote some stuff on this record. Simone Mulroney, who's from like DGM and a bunch of different bands, and a couple of other guys. Really cool stuff. It's obviously it's going to sound like Ray. It's going to sound like Fates Warning because of Ray and Mark on it. It's a bit more streamlined and has a bit more hooks in it, but it's really cool. And just, Ray's one of those singers, man, that like, no matter what he sings, he just kind of keeps getting better. I think he sounds awesome. So this is the first single. The album is called A to Z 2, or A to Z squared, however you want to read it. And it comes out on, forgive me, I will get back to you on that one. Also in June, like June 9th or something. I'll look it up. Anyway, let's go ahead and play that first song here. Anyway, there you go. I think that song rocks, man.
Very cool.
Very cool, yeah. I'll check it out.
Sounds great. Really powerful voice still. Production sounds solid. It's a really catchy song. It kind of gets stuck in your brain. So kudos to them. I think it's really good stuff.
You know, the guitarist Simone, I learned about him through the Sweet Oblivion project, which is what he did with Jeff Tate.
That's right.
I have not really listened to his band, the DGM.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Everything that I listen
Heavy.
to, he just has it. It's really cool. I like his style.
Yeah. Also, bassist is Philip Bino, who plays with Steve Vai and Warlord, and Jimmy
that's a
Waldo
Yeah.
is the keyboard player. So yeah, I said June 9th. The album is June 6th. Sorry, June 6th is the release date for the record. Okay, a couple more here. We're flying through these things. This will be an interesting one for you guys. Jakko Jakszyk. For people that aren't familiar, he is one of the singers and guitar players in sort of the newer lineup for King Crimson. He also has played with a bunch of different things. Back in the day, was like in Level 42 and stuff like that. He put out a solo record a few years back. He has another one now coming out on June 27th. It's called Son of Glenn. Jeff reviewed his biography, which came out last year. This album is sort of related to that. The biography is sort of about how he was adopted and you know, how he found out about his birth parents, all this kind of stuff. So the album sort of continues a little bit of that kind of storyline. This is the first single. It's the 10-minute title track. Gavin Harrison plays drums. There's a few other different musicians on the record. But this, I'm just going to skip to a bit later because obviously it's 10 minutes. But we'll check out a little bit of this.
Typical Prog. First single, 10 minutes.
Glories, our secret language that no one knew. It's not for sharing, it's just for me and you, me and you.
Anyway,
I like that breakdown. That was really cool.
That's cool, right? It's a good song.
The bass line with the drums, so good.
I was gonna say
The
drums
bass was good. The bass was really good, right? I noticed that too.
Yeah, really cool groove.
Well, I'll have to check it out, man. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy on the vocals, but I think it's the kind of music that you have to listen to and get used to, like how it goes, you know.
You know, it's funny, the Level 42 thing, like I'm a big Level 42 fan from back. I mean, they were obviously big in the 80s, and it doesn't like it kind of has vocally it's similar. So it kind of makes sense to me when I hear that it's supposed to be sort of light a little bit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Anyway, returning back to Ross Jennings.
Finally, the Ross report.
The Ross report.
Oh man, it's gonna want to make me go back to this.
Haken has
a brand new
live
song
album
from 2018.
Yeah. we don't usually feature some live stuff like this, but we haven't talked about them in a little bit on one of these reactions. Plus their live album that's coming out called Live Forms, which is just awesome. I mean, it's just a really cool, covers everything. They play the whole Fauna record and a bunch of really cool songs. And Puzzle Box is the beginning of the second half of the show.
Plus,
And,
Ross gave
you know,
us $50, so it's here.
yeah, we're obligated to include him on every other song on the reaction. So this is what
We love you,
where
Ross.
we ended. This is where we ended up. I'm just gonna skip to the end. We all know this song, and this song rules. So enjoy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Take me back to the cruise.
That does not suck.
Yeah, and now I'm sad that I
I wanna
wasn't
be back.
there, and that I'm not seeing them again tomorrow or something. You know.
That
Well,
was
Right?
such a
Such
great
is
cruise
life.
show. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Good
awesome.
stuff.
Those
Yeah.
guys, man, it's I'm so happy for them. And their two live albums. They had the what's it called, Live One, or I forgot what their first live album. Excellent set list, great coverage of the albums before that. The set list on this one, man, it's absolutely killer, and
Yeah,
it
it's
sounds
great.
great. Any idea who mixed it? Who produced it? Because it sounds really cool.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere.
But well,
Kudos to that.
these guys
Um,
are so good, and I think like us, especially having seen them live for the past like 12 years or something, and seeing the
true.
evolution as a band, you know, it's funny how you see improvements and differences and like how they grew. And
Yeah.
it's funny me saying that because I started at like 18 seeing them, and now I'm like 30 or whatever. But still, I think Ross's presence on stage is something that has improved a lot. Ray's just performance and overall ability as a drummer came from like a very good drummer to one of the best, you know, like insanely talented and doing a lot of different stuff that no one else is doing. So I'm a big fan, like needless to say, but it's really wholesome to see how much they've grown and how they've conquered this space in the scene.
You know what's
really,
cool? No,
in a way,
you're
are
right.
carrying
I mean,
the torch. You know?
Yeah.
they're not like a new band anymore. They're now in the discussion of, for us, for whatever it's worth, the Dream Theater, Opeth, the
Yes.
Porcupine Tree, Haken. They're in that world. Riverside. They're in there now. So
Yep.
it's super cool. Jens Borgren mixed it, which he's great.
One of my idols. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool how Ray plays the older songs, but with his newer style, with a little bit more polyrhythmic stuff. It's a really cool twist on the older stuff, and it makes it so much fun to listen to. And
yeah, we were discussing that on the cruise, like with songs like "Drowning in the Flood" and and Visions as well.
Yes.
I think we
Yeah.
may even have mentioned it at the post cruise discussion, which was really good, by the way. So if you haven't checked it out, go see and hear me and Roy talk about it for, I don't know, 30 minutes and be jealous
About
because it
30
was so
minutes.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
From this room right here. Both of
Yeah,
them
I
were in this room.
know. That's right. I know you have to run, so
Yes.
we're good.
I
We've
got
covered
to
a lot of cool stuff.
run.
More great stuff coming in May. We got some more Wheel of Progs. We're gonna continue doing those. A lot of cool interviews back coming soon, and just more. Thanks for continuing to watch, everybody. Make sure you
course.
subscribe and follow us on all the socials and all that stuff. And we'll see you all again real soon. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Booyakasha. Boom.
Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on all our socials and progreport.com. And we'll see you all again real soon. Thanks.